Hi, I'm Ryan Ernst. I've been a 3D artist for 12 years working in different 3D software every day. One of the things that continues to frustrate me is just how long everything takes. Whether I'm hunting in menus for a specific tool, or navigating the same drop-down list over and over again to add modifiers, or manually typing a resolution, X and Y values for every project, everything takes longer than I want it to. 10 seconds here, 30 seconds there. By the end of the day, I've lost minutes, and by the end of the year, hours. That's the problem I set out to solve with Mighty Mouse. An all-in-one pie menu editor and toolbox built to save you time every day. I've used a 12-button mouse for years, and setting up pie menus on the side with all of my most used tools has saved me hours of work over my career. I never have to take my hand off of my mouse to reach for a hotkey or dig through a menu just to find the tool that I want. Everything just speeds up. First and foremost, Mighty Mouse is a pie menu editor. You can add your own pie menus, tools, operators, even scripts. Rearrange and update them as you work. You can preview any menu right here in the preferences. Every pie gives you 8 radial slots plus another 8 along the bottom in case you need more room. And once you're happy with them, you can save and export to bring them between machines or share them with others. There are ready-made menus for almost everything. Adding primitives, you've got all the basics right there. You can add modifiers with a flick, that's bevel, array, mirror, shrink wrap, and more, on one or more objects. When you're done, dupe and apply will make a copy of your mesh and applies the whole modifier stack, hiding the original mesh so that you can lock in a final mesh without losing your original work. The render presets pie is one that I use constantly. Change aspect ratios, halve or double your resolution for a quick test, or jump right into presets for a range of useful resolutions, including Instagram and TikTok. There's a unit switcher that instantly changes your scene units, feet, inches, millimeters, or meters, in one click, plus a dimensions readout. See the measured bounding box of a selection, the distance between 2 points, or the size of a single face. For product work, where I'm bouncing between inches and centimeters depending on the project, I never have to dig into a scene settings again. The split horizontal and split vertical pies are extremely useful. They let you change your layout on the fly. Pop open a second viewport, the shader editor, geometry nodes, and close them just as fast. There's even a render preview that opens a clean view through your camera, with the gizmos and overlays turned off. One of my favorite menus is the Origins and Pivots pie menu. Snap an origin to any side of the bounding box in a click. Doing a ceiling lamp for ArchViz, origin to the top and snap it to the ceiling. Packaging or furniture, snap it to the bottom and move it around your studio cleanly. Every side, the 3D cursor, or the center, done instantly. No more setting your 3D cursor in edit mode, switching to object mode and then moving the origin to the cursor manually. You can change the viewport settings in a second, wireframe, floor grid, backface culling, statistics, face orientation, and more. Mighty Mouse also has 2 full selection menus, including options for coplanar selection, linked, invert, boundary, plus quick switches between box, circle, lasso select, and an X-ray toggle for selecting through meshes. On top of the pies, there's a set of custom tools that I built to smooth out my workflow. Copy to new mesh takes whatever you've got selected and drops it into its own object, letting you rename it and leaving the original alone. Perfect for pulling a piece off to work on separately. Cut to new mesh does the same thing, but takes the geometry with it. There's a smart lattice that fits the lattice right around your selection for quick deformations. And there's a radial array for spinning copies around a point. This one automatically gives you the pivot, and it works like radial arrays that you might be used to in other software. These are small tools, but they save me constant little detours all day long. There's also a suite of tools on the mouse tilt. If your mouse wheel tilts, then you can use grow and shrink on shift up and down. And I have pattern grow and shrink on just plain up and down. A custom coplanar selection is on Control Shift down. and the Selection Tools pie is on Control-Shift-Up. Smart Delete is on Control-Alt-Shift-Down. Smart Delete reads what you've selected, verts, edges, or faces, and deletes it the right way every time, so you're never digging through the delete menu. I do want to note that for these to work, you need to set your mouse tilt, if it has it, to up and down in your mouse software. But I do recommend it because it does speed things up quite a bit. Every one of these pies is fully editable. Swap tools, rename, reorder slots, or pull new operators from your recently used list. Or you can add a tool straight from the toolbar, and it keeps its gizmo, so move, rotate, and scale come in with their handles ready. And you can export the whole kit, hand it off to a teammate, or move it between machines. If you hit a bug or want a feature, you can email me right from the preferences. Send bug reports, feature requests, or a question. It autofills with your OS, Blender version, plugin version, and settings so I can chase it down fast. And nothing sends automatically. It just opens a pre-filled email and you decide whether to hit send. I built Mighty Mouse for my own workflow, and I'm sharing it with anyone who wants to speed up their everyday work. Take a look, give it a try, and if you find a bug or want a feature, email me and I'll jump right on it. Good luck out there and happy blendering.